Hey everyone, Andrew here, bringing you another video review. Today we're going to be doing my comic load for the week, as well as news, updates, questions, answers, comments, and of course everything that falls in between. Looks like a pretty big week, but actually really isn't this big, and I will tell you why after we hit the Batman session. In addition to that, I am going to be dropping a few more titles and maybe adding some more, and I'll go into that when I get towards the end of the reviews. In addition to that, I have found a place to live. So, well, I mean, I live here, but a place for my fiance and I. We're getting married in less than 2 months. It is coming quick. So we have a place to live, so that's good. And stuff is working out in that fashion, so it's good. I'm excited. Move on to the next stage of my life. But enough about me. We might as well just get into the reviews, and we'll start where we always start, with a little bit of Batman in our life, with Batman and Catwoman issue number 22, or Batman and Robin issue number 22. This continues the 5 stages of grief. This one being despair or depression. And basically, there's two stories going on here. The first story is a lot of Bruce and Carrie Kelly, and Carrie Kelly having a part-time job, working with the Wayne Manor, helping out Titus. Alfred brought her in without Bruce knowing about it, and basically the interactions between Bruce and Carrie, and she is really, really trying to dig deep to get information on Damien. And the second story is Catwoman, who has revealed to Batman that she is a member of the JLA. Batman doesn't believe her at first because it's like, you? Justice League? And why weren't you in the press conference and all that kind of fun stuff? And she basically says, no, really, I'm part of the Justice League. I have a mission. I need your help. So the bulk of it is Batman working with Catwoman on this mission. And that's the gist. Good, bad, whether or not you should get it. Good. I think Peter Tomasi is doing a very great job at integrating Carrie Kelly into the mainstream DCU. I enjoy this version of Carrie Kelly a lot more than Frank Miller's Dark Knight version. A lot more. And the kind of things that are going on between her and Bruce, the odd interactions, it's really nice. There's some depressing moments in this. No pun intended. Particularly with how Bruce is coping with Damien. He's going into a dark place. It's great to see Catwoman and Batman team up and be heroes. Both of them heroes. Batman is a hero, but see Catwoman also act as a hero. Bad, I felt as though Catwoman really didn't tie into the overarching theme of the story, in that I didn't feel... For example, Jason has something to do with anger. Uh, it was clear, plain, flat, simple. But Catwoman has really nothing to do with depression and despair. She doesn't contribute in that way. Tim Drake had something to do with bargaining, and Barbara Gordon, was it bargaining? No, he was denial. Barbara Gordon was bargaining. Tim Drake had stuff to do with denial. Barbara Gordon and Catwoman really haven't played as much of a role as the Robins. So, or the Robin, because Tim Drake isn't Robin anymore. On the whole, I give this a 4 out of 5. A good story, could have tied into the theme a little bit better, but I do like the Carrie Kelly stuff, and it's good to see Catwoman and Batman working as a team. Moving on to Batwoman, issue number 22. Batwoman is continuously trying to figure out a way to beat Batman, because the only way to get her sister back is to work for the DEO. Yeah, it's the DEO, and take down the Bat. And who better to teach her to take down the Bat but the only man to ever really defeat Batman, Bane. So it is Batwoman and Flamebird, or is it Firebird now? I forget what she calls herself. I'll always call her Flamebird. Versus Bane. Will they be able to get the information they need? And what is Flamebird's real mission that she's setting up for? Just gonna have to read and see. Good, bad, whether or not you should get it. Good. I do like the interaction and fight between Bane and Batwoman and Flame Bird. I think it played out very well. And in particular, I liked Bane's description on how he defeated Batman and how to approach Batman. Because Bane does give an answer, and it's a very well done one. The art is gorgeous in this, and I do like how this is slowly building up to a huge confrontation between Batwoman and Batman. Bad, I didn't really care about the Flamebird sections that much. They weren't bad, but I felt as though they were just there. And lastly, the story felt like it just ended. For example, they do the Flamebird sections, and then you do about one panel or one page of Batwoman, and it's like to be continued. That's it. Putting those aside, this was a solid issue, also a 4 out of 5. Moving on, and you can see they have the Flashpoint paradox, um, or the is the Flashpoint? Yeah, the Flashpoint paradox. Little stuff on the back there, the teasers, the advertisements. The next one is going to be the Justice League Origins one based off Jim Lee's art. I am pumped for that. Birds of Prey issue number 22. Boy, I feel bad for the birds because no matter what they do, no matter where they go, they're just falling apart. Starling left, Batgirl leaves for a bit to deal with her shit with her brother, and slowly but surely the Birds of Prey are falling apart. What makes matters worse is Condor has a little secret about his past. A past dealing with Regulus and Basculus. What happens when one of the most powerful terrorist groups come after the falling apart Birds of Prey? And will Black Canary be able to control herself, or will unfortunately her cry kill another person? You have to read and see. Good, bad, whether or not you should get it. Good, the action is solid in this. I really do like the pacing, and I do like how this incorporates what's happening with Batgirl. It almost feels as though Batgirl in this has been very disattached from her own title, but it's nice to see a little nods to continuity. The art is very stunning, and I do like the character interactions in this between everyone, from Strikes to Batgirl to Condor to Black Canary, everything else. And I also like the fact that Regulus and Basilisk makes an appearance. Bad is that this little team here, the Basilisk Strike Force. The Well, colorful, I don't feel as though fit into the theme of Basculus or Regulus and what he's doing, so they feel kind of out of place. Besides that, I will give this a 4.5 out of 5. Birds of Prey is a consistently strong title. It has not really had a bad issue yet, which just to show you should be picking it up. Moving on to Batman Beyond Unlimited issue number 18. So I am picking up Batman Beyond now. I have not caught up to issue 18 yet. I have read issues 1 through 4, and then I have like a few issues missing, like issue 7 and I think issue 9. I have a couple issues missing, so but this is kind of the start of a new story. It's a jump on point. So I'll just catch up in my backup time, my later time. Um, this is the introduction of the new Batgirl. So Batgirl Beyond, and the basic gist of this issue is the new Batgirl teams up with the old Batgirl. Commissioner Barbara Gordon, teams up with the new Batgirl in this. And they just go to the poor section of town and fight off bad guys and find out that there's something more to what's going on with these poor people. That they're actually being poisoned. And who is poisoning them? Just have to read and see. Good, bad, whether or not you should get it. Good, the art is good. I do like the new Batgirl, and I do like the direction they're taking her. Barbara Gordon was handled very well in this, and for a character that I felt as though was underutilized in the Batman Beyond show, I think as though she was handled very nicely in this issue, and it felt right for her to be in this issue. Uh, the art, I don't know if I said the art is very nice. I do like it, and the dialogue is good. And it's a fun little standalone story. In addition to that, it's a good jumping on point. Bad, the backup story, I didn't care for. I might have been jumping in at the end of a continuous backup story. I don't know. But I didn't care for the backup story. And two, well, the Batgirl Beyond costume looks badass. I don't know if it totally fits into the Batman Beyond universe. It still kind of looks back in the day-ish. But, hey, it's still nice. So, despite the fact that I didn't care for the backup issue, I will give this a 5 out of 5. Also, a good jumping on point for Batman fans or Batman Beyond fans. And last of Batman this week will be Batman 66 issue number 1. For those of you that are new to comic books or new to the Batman mythos, Batman 66 is a new comic that is based off the 1960s Adams West Batman TV show. If you don't know what that is, it's a TV show, obviously, in the 1960s, starring Adam West, that portrayed Batman in a very campy light. Campy, if you don't know, is really a lighter term, or taking a lighter tone with things. So Batman was very lighthearted, and so was his adventures, and it really was a completely different atmosphere than the stuff we have today. A very successful TV show for the time, even spawning a full-length featured film. Looking back on it now, it's kind of laughable, but it still has a certain sense of charm that is enjoyable, and it is a part of Batman's history that you kind of just have to enjoy and accept. And looking back on it, I do kind of like enjoy it, but it is what it is for the time that it is. If that made any sense. Uh, when I heard that they were going to do a comic based off it, I thought, geez, this is a good idea. Um, get something lighthearted and fun and flashy. And talk about fun and flashy. Batman 66 is definitely fun and flashy. The basic premise of the story is that Batman and Robin are being led on a wild goose chase by the Riddler, who is stealing valuable statues in Gotham. They reluctantly team up with Catwoman in order to stop the Riddler, but does the Catwoman's nefarious plans really help out with the Batman or hurt him in the end? You guys gonna have to recede. Good, bad, whether or not you should get it. Good. The art is beautiful. It's colorful. It stands out, and the actors look like they should in a comic book format, but still looks like the actors. The dialogue makes you feel as though it is taking from the TV show. When I read Batman in this, I read Adam West. All the characters, you get their voice in here. I like how it kind of adapts. It's obviously from the TV show, but it also kind of gives a comic flair to it. Like Batman has, he glides on his cape like he does in the comic books. He never did in the TV show, but he does it in this, which is kind of cool. So it kind of gives a comic flair to it. It's well paced also for being a thick book and being a 3.99er. It is you can read it pretty quickly. Bad Zilch. This is another great comic. Definitely something to pick up. And similar to Batman Little Gotham, it's a nice detox comic for me. It's after reading all the serious blood, sweat, tears, punching, kicking, the world is going to end kind of crap. It's kind of cool to just sit down and read something fun, something out there, something different. And Batman 66 does that. So pick it up. Moving on, and this is the reason why my pull list looks so big, is Red Sonja issue number 1. And I got all the variants for issue number 1. All of them. And I'm only doing it for issue number 1 because that's what I do. But, that's not what, it is what I do. When Dynamite first released Red Sonja, I got all the issue number 1s for those also. But I just had to get all the covers because a lot of them are really nice. Beautiful art across the board. So, Red Sonja is being reissued to issue number 1. For those of you that don't know, Red Sonja is one of my favorite comic book female characters. Uh, Not only is she in a great kind of motif that I like, the sword and sorcery atmosphere, the fantasy stuff, which I am a sucker for. I play D&D all the time. Uh, she's just kind of a cool character because where a lot of women are kind of like nice and compassionate and kind, Red Sonja is an absolute bugger of a woman. She is not nice. She is cruel. She is kind of mean, but I mean deep down inside she's a good person. But she's kind of like the Punisher of females. I don't know. I can't really equate her to a specific character. She's like Wolverine of the females, only edgier. Yes, she is edgier than Wolverine. However, her comic has been suffering over the past few years. I would actually say since issue number 50, Red Sonja has not been quite as good. It's at issue number 79 now. And I equate that to the fact that, one, you don't know if it's in continuity or not, or if it's a reincarnation of Sonja or not. Two is the stories just really haven't had direction and too much jumping of writing teams. So how do we get Red Sonja back on the right foot? We restart her series at issue number 1, get an all-star writer on there, and have that all-star writer actually be one of the top female writers in comic books today, Gail Simone. Does Gail Simone pull it off? Well, let's see. The basic story in this is there is a city being attacked and going to war, and they need help desperately. The king calls upon the help of Red Sonja, the fiercest warrior in all the land, the she-devil with a sword. And of course she does help out, but is it enough, or will this city be crushed? And at the end of the day, what's Red Sonja's ties to the city? Well, you're just gonna have to read and see. Good, bad, whether or not you should get it. Good. The action was good in this. The plot is interesting. It's kind of a fun plot. It's just Red Sonja helping out a kingdom, which is odd for Sonja. Sonja doesn't like royalty. Sonja kills royalty, but Sonja helping out the kingdom and doing it in a very fun way. I do like the king. He's not a total dick. He's actually kind of a cool guy, and the art is nice in this. Bad, I think Red Sonja comes off as a little bit harsher than she usually is, but I do like Gail Simone's take on the character, and I do like where it's going. I will give this a 5 out of 5. Pick it up. It's a good jumping on point for if you want to get into Red Sonja. I think the other series is going to end at issue 8, and we're just going to stick with this series. Issue 80. So, Supergirl issue number 22. So Cyborg Superman has shown up. And Cyborg Superman in New 52 knows nothing about his past, knows nothing about who he is or where he's from, and apparently he needs Supergirl to figure that out. So he's been tempting her and coercing her and using every leverage he can to get what he wants out of her. But can he get what he wants out of her? Or will Supergirl be able to break free of his majestic allure and blast his head off with her heat vision? Good, bad, whether or not you should get it. I really do like the new design of Cyborg Superman, and I do like how he's kind of portrayed in this. He's a conniving little asshole, but Cyborg Superman's always a conniving little asshole. The art is nice in this, and I do feel as though Supergirl is handled very well in character. Uh, Bad, I can't really think of anything bad. This has a little bit of everything: action, suspense, drama. Good issue, 5 out of 5. Animal Man issue number 22. Do I need to even summarize? Basically, Animal Man is taking on those cultish people that wear all the different skins and stuff like that of animals. And while this is going on, his daughter is trying to bring her brother back to life. One of them will succeed, one of them will fail. Actually, both of them may succeed, both of them may fail. I'm kind of giving a bad tease, but at the end of the day, who's the real villain behind this cult of skin wearing people? Let me just say, it's a powerful and well known DC villain who I am happy to see in the Animal Man comic. Good, bad, whether you should get it. Like always, Animal Man is just awesome. It's a 5 out of 5, people. It's been a 5 out of 5 most of the time. I don't even need to get into the good, bad, and whether you should get it. Just get it. Contact. We're getting close to the end. Only 4 more comics to review. Warlords of Mars, issue number 26. So I'm still reading the books, but I'm reading the comics and I'm reading the books. So right now I'm still in book 1. I read it on my break at lunch. And this is, I think, technically starting book 4. But I don't know because I didn't read book 4. So if I'm wrong, please let me know. Basically, John Carter is the Warlord of Mars. He has created an uneasy alliance between the green, the yellow, the red, the black Martians, and the Therns. Very uneasy alliance. So uneasy that they want to kill each other. In particular, they want to kill the green Martians because they're the most savage of the bunch. And I almost said Red Sonja. And John Carter needs to figure out a way to kind of bring the balance back to things because, well, if it continues the way it does, well, Barsoom is screwed. Can John Carter figure this all out with the help of a young yellow Martian, or Will she not make it past the pages of this issue? Good, bad, whether or not you should get it. Good. Uh, I mean, it's going to be kind of hard to review the John Carter Warlords of Mars stuff because it's supposed to be directly taken from the book. Um, it's fun fantasy. It has that fun feel to it. I thought the dialogue was delivered well. Although I have to say I am missing the internal dialogue. The art at times is very nice and dynamic, and at other times it's kind of up in the air for this artist. But on a whole, 4 out of 5. Um, I love the Warlord of Mars series, and I love John Carter, and I need to continue reading the regular books. Justice League of America Vibe, issue number 6. So Vibe's brother works with Agent Gunn to get Vibe out, and when he gets Vibe out, all hell breaks loose. Vibe starts losing control of his powers, and someone from Vibe's past comes back to meet him. Can Vibe get a handle of things and save his friends, or will unfortunately someone fall? How about I make this simple? Yeah, someone's gonna get taken out. Good, bad, whether or not you should get it. Good. I really do like Cisco Vibe as a character. He's fun and he's relatable. I like the DCU feel of this. I said this before. It feels like a DCU book as much as a character book. And I do like the characters in this, from Agent Gunn to Cisco's brother to Cisco himself. And I think Gypsy's being integrated in this fairly well. Bad, the reveal at the end I felt was a little cheesy. I think it took a lot of what made Vibe away. But besides that, good issue. 4.5 out of 5. Pick it up. Wonder Woman issue number 22. So Wonder Woman goes to New Genesis with Orion and Zola's son and Hera, and it's just to escape the firstborn. However, Wonder Woman passes out for 3 days, from being like beaten to death by a god, and recovers. But unfortunately, Highfather, who is Orion's adopted father, and I say that silently because we all know who Orion's real father is, wants to take the baby and take care of it because it's the destroyer of all worlds. And Orion has to make a choice between Wonder Woman and Highfather, or option C. Which choice will Orion take? You may be surprised to see. Good, bad, whether or not you should get it. Cliff Chang's art is some of the best art I've seen for Wonder Woman. The character stuff that goes on here is great. Orion has been integrated in this comic so well, and I hope he stays in this comic. And the tension is building. In next issue, shit is going to get real. It's going to be a big fight issue. Bad, none. Wonder Woman is consistently a great title and one of the best of the New 52. 5 out of 5. And the last title this week is Justice League of America, issue number 6, Trinity War Part 2. Basically, if you've read Justice League of America, which I hope you have, Superman killed Dr. Light. Whether he was being mind controlled or possessed, or if he just couldn't control his powers around Dr. Light, whatever the case may be, he killed Dr. Light. And this causes the Justice League and the Justice League of America to just go crazy on each other. However, the fighting eventually is stopped by one of the Justice League members, and the teams decide to kind of work together to figure things out. Tensions are still high, especially when Wonder Woman has to go somewhere else to get her answers. Not with the Justice League, not with the gods, not with her friends. To another team. Will the Justice League and the Justice League of America be able to figure out what's happening to Superman and who is truly behind the evil afoot? Good, bad, whether or not you should get it. Good, art is great. Doug Mankey comes on for the art, who's been doing Green Lantern. Really enjoy it. I do like the interactions that are going on here between the two teams, and I do like the pacing of the book. And the big fight scene at the beginning is nice to see the Justice League just go all out with each other. Uh, Bad, the only bad I can really say is the fight ended too quickly. It would have been nice if the fight lasted for a little bit longer. But other than that, This was a good issue. 4 out of 5. Pick it up. Trinity War is continuingly, I'll give it 4.5 out of 5. Trinity War continues to be a good event, and it's going to lead into, I think, even a more interesting event with Forever Evil, which I am very pumped about. Very pumped. Now on to my picks of the week, which is going to be oh, what the poop. I'll do it this way. Coming in at number 2 would be Batwoman. Like I said, it's a fun comic to just read, and I like the integration of Bane in this. And this comic has been doing so well after like issue 8. I think this comic has finally found its ground, and it's doing so well with it. Animal Man number 22 comes in at number 2. This comic can do no wrong. It really can't. It really has an enjoyable feel to it, enjoyable vibe, while still being utterly and completely creepy. And the villain that is introduced at the end, I am pumped for. And lastly, number 1 goes to Wonder Woman, issue number 22. Like I said, it's one of the best of the New 52. One of the best, if not the best. It just has been a great. Well, no, I think the best of the New 52 goes to Batman, but Wonder Woman has just been kicking ass and taking names, and there's no names left to take. So that is the comics for the week. As for news and updates, oh, and poop, I had news and updates. Oh, I remember some. I watched Beware the Batman's first episode. It was good. It was fun. It's different, but it's fun, and it's. I look forward to the rest of it. I look forward to where it's going, and I like how they're using different villains, which is good. Professor Pig was the first villain, and hey, why not? We've seen the Joker like a million times. Let's try someone different. So I enjoyed the first issue. If I gave it a rating, it'd probably be 4 out of 5. Really fun. Uh, I don't know if I said this last week, but I picked up Project X Zone, and I'm currently playing Sonic Colors, and I'm at the end of it. Sonic Colors has been really good, really good, um, and I have a lot of games coming out. San Diego Comic Con is going to be going on this weekend, and in addition to that, Evo happened, so we got to see Martian Manhunter as a downloadable character for Injustice Gods Among Us. Still waiting for Booster Gold. Because I could just see Booster Gold's like special move as he shoots him in the face and his key comes out and punches him, and then he just like does a Booster Gold thing and he pulls out a Booster Gold cornflakes and eats it and goes, "Damn, I'm good. Those are boosterific." But we'll just have to wait and see. Can't wait to see a Booster Gold. Comics are being dropped, and oh, poop! I forgot 2 reviews because they're over there. Are they over there? I put 2 comics down, and I did. Completely forgot. They were in my Marvel bunch. Thor: God of Thunder. I'll give it a quick review. This gets a 5 out of 5. Really fun, really enjoyable, and I do like where the story's going. And Avengers, which I give a 3 out of 5. I'm bored. I'm dropping some titles. 3 titles right now. I'm dropping Iron Man. It really hasn't done enough to hook me. Avengers, what a disappointing comic. And the thing that makes me sad, and I don't want to, but I gotta save money, people. All-Star Western. Yeah, I don't want to drop All-Star Western, but I don't know. Joan Hex being in the present time kind of throws me off. So I'm dropping those comics. 2 of which, whatever. But All-Star Western, I'm kind of sad dropping. But I gotta save money because I'm going to be running a tight operation at the new house or the new place to live. Gotta save the money. But we'll see if I bring something new title on. So um, that's about all I have to say. Might as well jump into questions and answers. Okay. Apollo 4524. Are you going to pick up Superman Wonder Woman series? Keep up the good works and greetings from Germany. Yes, Apollo. I am going to be picking up Wonder Woman Superman. Why? Because it's Wonder Woman Superman. Well, to be fair, it's more Wonder Woman why I'm picking up, but I am going to be picking up, yes, and I'm pretty pumped for it. It's going to be interesting. Randy21765, what manga anime are you currently watching, reading, and what ones you like? I'm not reading or watching any anime or manga or manga. How do you pronounce it? I call it manga. My favorite animes. My favorite is Blood Plus, but I do like Dragon Ball Z and what else? I mean, Pokemon's technically an anime. Digimon was an anime too. Digimon was really good. Season 4 was my favorite of Digimon. But Blood Plus is my favorite. Dino990913, what did you think of Beware the Batman? Told ya. And do you think these CGI DC shows, Green Lantern, Batman, hopefully more, will lead up to CGI Justice League show? Possibly. Why not? Who knows? Pudgy Poo Poo 11, where did you buy your shirt from? What was I wearing? I have to look at the. Oh, I bought it at Kohl's. Yeah, Kohl's had a bunch of T-shirts for superheroes. So I said, hey, might as well. Got a Flash one, I got a Star Trek one, and I got something else. Nick Lenz, hey Andrew, 3 questions for you. First, before the questions, what I meant by those characters that listed in my third question from last week, what if they showed up in World's Finest? Oh, I gotta have to reread the question, but I think I know what you're talking about. Now, first question. Uh, what will the costumes for Earth 2's version of Starman, Wildcat, and Dr. Midnight and Star Spangled Kid? Um, what of the I don't know what they're gonna do for their costumes. I hope they do the traditional costumes for all of them and just kind of give them a little bit of flair. Star Spangled Kid, I don't think is gonna show up because technically Star Spangled Kid is also Stargirl, which is in. I know there's multiple Star Spangled Kids, but I think she's going to be in. I mean, she's in the regular DCU, and I think Starman is also considered to be in the regular DCU because the Shade is. So, and James Robinson said he regret he didn't have him in there. Have you read Jeff Johns' run on JSA and Justice Society of America? No, I have not. I should have, but I have not. Third, on Jeff Johns' run on Flash, which Flash do you think he wrote better, Wally West or Barry Allen's Flash? I'm just a fan of Barry Allen, but yeah, probably Barry Allen still. Mario Reyes, I love how Nightwing uses so much real landmarks in Chicago. Kyle for being Chicago is awesome. Yes, I do like the fact that he's in Chicago. And I think they're doing a good job with it. Is Kyle Higgins. Oh, I almost went into something else. Andrew, what Superman storyline do you recommend I read? I already read Birthright and All Star. Superman, Man of Steel, the John Byrne stuff I always recommend, and Superman Brainiac is fun too. Last Sun is also good too. Joshua Hayes, the new 52 is 2 years old. Hard to believe. If you can't answer my question now, which I don't think you can without truly considering and researching it, then please do a video following. My question, what are your top 10 favorite single issues Batman titles of the new 52 to date, including each of the following: Batman, Batman and Detective, Dark Knight, Legend, of the Dark Knight, Red Hood, Nightwing, Catwoman, Batgirl, Talon, Batwoman, Birds of Prey, and any I forgot. Yeah, I would have to think about that. I know my favorite issue would probably be the Arkham Asylum Batman issue, or Batman issue 5, where you have to spin upside down. More and more, I'm starting to like the Death of the Family story. I know it's not quite as epic as Core of the Owls or Year One, but I think it was handled very well for what it was. Actually, arguably, it could be one of my favorite uh, Joker stories. Uh, Rame say Snow. Have you read Lex Luthor Man of Steel? If so, what did you think of it, Lex Luthor? I don't know if I have read it. Is that the Paul Cornell story arc and Action Comics before it ended? If so, yes. If not, no. But I think I heard of that before. Joshua Hayes, I've been catching up on Grant Morrison's Batman run, Batman Son, Black Glove, R.I.P., bits of Final Crisis, Batman Robin, The Return of Bruce Wayne, Batman Inc. I feel I have a pretty solid grasp on the complicated, deeper elements of the tales given my advanced knowledge of Batman mythology. But I'd love to see other points of view in deeper analysis. Any website recommendations analyzing RIP or the Morrisons run in depth, or is it something that you want to tackle? I remember on the DC boards there was a poster named Rick Dad who also had a blog. So try to find a Rick Dad blog. I'm gonna try to. I doubt it's gonna be called that, but he was really knowledgeable in all things Grant Morrison. Rick Dad blog. No, that's Kick. Rick Dad. He was really knowledgeable in uh, Batman stuff. And here it is. I found it. And he does nothing but Grant Morrison stuff. It is rickdad, RIKDAD blogspot.com. Check that out. He does in-depth analysis on everything Grant Morrison and how it ties into stuff, the hidden meanings and all the different themes and things. So check it out. As for my analysis, Grant Morrison's stuff was great up till Final Crisis, and then I think it should have ended after Batman and Robin ended, or Batman and Robin, his Batman and Robin run. It should have ended with Doctor Hurt, plain, flat, and simple. It really could have ended there, and it would have been perfectly done. But I think he's let it on too long, in my opinion. Uh, Justin Alvarez, I have a question about the first Nightwing issue. Does it come in a blue and black also, or just red and black? Just red and black, my friend. Tap 54. What are your thoughts on Dark Knight Trilogy Collector's Edition that will be released soon? I have no thoughts on it because I did not know there's a collector edition being released. I know there's like a 3-pack that has all of them. Maybe that is a collector's edition. I think I'm going to pick it up because I don't have the Dark Knight on DVD yet and I want to rewatch it again. I rewatched it on TV once and I want to see if it still holds up in my mind as one of my favorite Batman films. Uh, Omar 13Z. Hey Andrew, what are your thoughts on the rumors that Aquaman caused an uh, oil rig sabotage in Man of Steel, and that terraforming caused a lightning storm that caused the Flash accident nearly killed Cyborg, thus his dad giving him the technological input. Where are your rumors coming from? These are a bunch of coincidences happening. Uh, I have no idea about those rumors. It would be an incredible coincidence to have all that stuff happen, but hey, it could happen. Puppy Killer 97. Hey Andrew, what do you think of Nightwing's movie as a spin-off to the next Batman? I think the next Batman should just be like, hey, let's go full superhero. Let's have Nightwing and Robin in it. Why not? But integrate them well. Truth Attic 11. I really like the Aztec Circle on page 22 of Batman. Yes, it was really well done. And it was really fun. Very Riddler-ish. Fallout 3 Freak 1 has two questions. Andrew, what's your expectations for Forever Evil or expectations? I think it will be a fun analysis of villains, and I think it will, on a whole, be a nice, different kind of event. An event that doesn't involve heroes, an event that follows the villains, an event that is different. Uh, and it's nice because DC doesn't do events every year, like twice a year, like Marvel does. Oh God, I can't stand Marvel's events. Fallout 3 Freak also asks, second question, what are your top favorite land decor? Mine is red, Sinestro, green, indigo, and blue cores. By the way, thanks for calling me Michael. Oh, sorry, Michael. I will continue to call you Michael. Just keep reminding me. My favorite, number 1 is green, number 2 is red, number 3 is blue, number 4 is Sinestro, number 5 is Sapphire. Billy Bob. Uh, My anticipated film of 2013, Man of Steel, wants to use Wolverine. I love X-Men 1, 2, X-Men United, and X-Men First Class, and I'm pumped for Days of the Future Past. And Star Trek Into Darkness 2013. I'm actually pumped for the Wolverine film, and I'm looking forward to Days of the Future Past because I saw some of the stuff from Comic Con, Bishop and Patrick Stewart and Magneto, and it looks good. Billy Billy Bob 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 Billy also says Injustice, Man of Steel, General Zod costume, Hardy Bane, Hathaway, Catwoman, Bale, Batman, Legend Joker, and imagine you have Bale's Batman versus Cavill's Superman, or even Emil's Arrow or Cavill's Superman versus Shannon's Zod or Hardy's Bane. Haha, that would be awesome. Yeah, they should do some more of the movie skins in Injustice. Eric Simmons, how do you feel about Wonder Woman's art? You always say how amazing the series is, and I've been looking for previews, but the art is short of turn off. What are you feeling for it? Actually, I feel as though the art in Wonder Woman's by Cliff Chang is some of the best art for Wonder Woman. It makes her look like a Greek woman. A lot of times, Wonder Woman's made to look like very uh, Americanized. In this, she looks like a Greek woman. And in addition to that, it's very nice and dynamic art. I love the art for Wonder Woman, but everyone to suit their own. Some people don't have to. You don't have to agree with me. Some people love Rob Liefeld's art. I just don't care for it. Some people hate it too. I just don't care for it. Also, what's your feelings on All Star Superman? I read it and it was all right. I didn't feel it lived up to what I heard for anything else. What is your favorite Superman story? Uh, First go around, I was like you. All Star Superman really didn't do anything for me. I think I've enjoyed it more and more as I've gone through and read it a couple more times and watched the film. I've grown to like it more. It's still not the best Superman story in my opinion. It's the go-to though to introduce people to what Superman is about. Um, as for my favorite Superman story, I think my favorite Superman run is John Byrne's run, but I think my individual story is Brainiac, by Jeff Johns. Batman Beyond for the win. What's your favorite Vertigo title ever? I never really read Vertigo, so I can't say. The Wink? Because it's the only one I've really read. Batman Beyond for the win. Do you currently play any trading card games such as Magic the Gathering or Yu-Gi-Oh? Or have you played any in the past? And what are your general thoughts on trading card games? My first trading card game I played was Pokemon, but my first real one was Magic the Gathering, which I played to the extreme. I spent too much money in high school on Magic the Gathering, and then I decided to sell my Magic the Gathering cards. I sold a lot of them, and I mean a lot of them. But I kept a few, and I was good at Magic the Gathering too. I won most of our tournaments back in high school. And oh, come on, get up here. Don't want to ruin you. Give me a second. There we go. I sold a lot of my cards to my friend for money because I wasn't playing it and no one wanted to play with me. I kept my white deck that I have, my favorite deck. It's probably not legal anymore. It had stuff like Northern Paladin, my favorite combo, Northern Paladin, Distortion Lens combo. Had some Sarah avatars in there. It's a really fun deck. It held on pretty good. It actually took down a Power 9 deck too, which is pretty cool, which is rare because Power Nines are powerful. I was a huge Magic the Gathering fan. Like I said, I kept my main white deck. Again, not legal anymore, but I kept it because I loved it. I've kept my first rare that I ever got, which was Rith the Awakener. Um, and I also have Glissy the Sunseeker, which I gave to my fiance to hold on to for whatever reason, I forget. Um, I've read the books too. I read a lot of the books. My favorite being Moons of Mirrodin and The Brothers' War. And I kept a few of my favorite cards. Not necessarily great cards, but cards I enjoyed, like fucking Ornithopters. Gotta love Ornithopters. Western Paladin, Eastern Paladin from 7th edition, my favorite edition. Southern Paladin also. Northern Paladin was my favorite card. Um, Sarah's Advocate, I just like the art on it. It was a cool card. Static Orb, also a fun card. Glorious Anthem, because it had the Northern Paladin on it. Wrath Dragon, I just thought it looked cool. Um, really? Interesting. What edition is that? 8th. Oh. And Shivan Dragon, which from Alpha. So, Yeah. I was obsessed with Magic the Gathering. I had a blue deck, which basically there was something of the Raven, something that every time it hit you, it would take 10 cards off your library and throw in the graveyard. So I'd have that, put fear on it, and use brain freeze a couple times, and I killed decks that way. I had a green deck that was I had a deck for every color, but my white deck was always my favorite. But I played Magic the Gathering religiously throughout high school, and then for probably the first year of college, I sold the stuff. It was taking up too much room. I played Yu-Gi-Oh in high school with my friends for a bit because they were playing it, and I said, "Hey, it's like Magic for dummies, might as well." Magic, I think, is the most technically sound of the games. Yu-Gi-Oh is good, but Yu-Gi-Oh, I think, has been is gone too far off track. I had a dragon deck in Yu-Gi-Oh. My favorite card being Paladin of the White Dragon. And then I played Pokemon, and I currently play Pokemon. I have two decks for Pokemon. I have a big binders. I think right now in the place I am in life, it's a casual game, but I think it's the most enjoyable of the casual games. Um, Magic will probably be my favorite in the long term. You ask me when I'm 80, I'll tell you Magic. But right now, I'm enjoying Pokemon more. But I haven't played Pokemon in a while because really haven't had an opportunity to play with anyone in a while. So yeah. Uh, what are your top favorite Grant Morrison stories? Most of them are Justice League stuff. United We Stand, New World Order, American Dreams was also pretty good. Rock of Ages was good, and Batman R.I.P. And I'm running out of battery. I don't know if let's see how much time I have left. I have only a couple more minutes left, so I'm gonna plow through these, okay? Felipe 11999. Hey Andrew, do you think creating the Titans title would be a great opportunity to introduce characters that are on the new 52 hiatus? Should characters like Wildcat and Black Canary appear on Earth 2 like other members of the Justice Society of America? On issue number 5, Justice League America, Amanda Wallace shows a picture of Black Canary, Captain Atom, and Steel. Are those going to be JLA after the Trinity War or possible candidates due to their more professional heroes? First question, I think Titans title should be introduced. I think it would be a great way to say, yeah, there was no Teen Titans beforehand, but they had a group called the Titans. Um, and have that be what Dick Grayson's team was. Should characters like Wildcat and Black Canary show up on Earth 2 as members of Justice Society? I think Wildcat should, but not Black Canary. As for the three heroes, Captain Atom, Black Canary, and Steel, I think they should actually go to the Justice League instead of the. I think two of them should go to the Justice League, and Black Canary should go to the Justice League of America. Um, MC, me Cisco 9. On different note, having Shazam on the Justice League Dark would be sick, given the muscle power to go up against Superman, Martian Manhunter. Yeah, I thought of that, but I still like him on the Justice League. He would be their equivalent to Superman and Martian Manhunter, and it would work as he's magic based, but still, I like him on the Justice League. Enrique or Lester, okay, Lester. Let's see if I can get all your questions this time around before my thing dies. Hey, thanks for suggesting Justice League on Blu-ray. I'll wait. I wanted to ask you. A friend let me borrow Swamp Thing and Animal Man comics, and this one was so awesome. And I was wondering, how come these titles aren't under a vertical line? Their content is very mature, and that I can't believe they're not under the line. It's because DC wants to diversify themselves and they want to have horror titles in their main DCU and incorporate Animal Man and Swamp Thing in their DCU. One more thing, I'll be sending you a PM on how to pronounce Del Toro's name without problems. Also, with something that I've been wanting to show you. Okay, I'll check my messages because I don't really check my messages anymore. Also, I don't feel sorry for the pronunciation thing. Here in Spain, the letters Z and C between words sound like the in English. As bilingual, I can perfectly pronounce th. However, I can't get the same sound in Spanish. Don't know why. One thing, I've got Animal Crossing for 3D. GameCube version didn't do it for me. The DS one I played a lot but wasn't hooked. The 3DS have become almost addicted to me. It's very good. Make sure to give it a try. As for Animal Crossing, I'm getting close to trying it. I'm not sure. A lot of people are telling me I should, but I just haven't stepped that threshold yet. Um, I'm thinking about doing it. Uh, I'm this close to doing it. As for the pronunciation things, here's an interesting story, real quickly. Despite the fact I have no time left before my thing shuts off, um, and I have three questions left. I did not learn how to speak until I was 3 years old, so my parents took me to a speak therapist to pronounce and speak. Uh, the funny thing is she was Hispanic, and so I have a Hispanic accent on certain words, or I pronounce it in a certain way. Like I have to force myself to say banana. Instead, I say banana. Instead of saying bago, I say bago. It's kind of weird. Hold on one second. I'm gonna get a charger because my battery is almost dead. Got the charger. We're okay. Everything's good. Um, what was I talking about? Oh yes, I say certain things. I make it have like a Hispanic accent. I'll say uh, banana instead of banana, which is crazy. I also roll my R's every once in a while, and I don't realize I do it until someone catches me. And I never really realized it to a point where my fiance, she's a communication major. She's great with grammar, great with spelling, great with everything. So I'll be talking to her. I'll be like, "Yeah, you want to put some like bananas on there?" And she's like, "Bananas." I'm like, "No, bananas." She's like, "No, it's bananas." I'm like, "Yeah, bananas." And she's like, "No, you have to say bananas." I'm like, "Does it matter?" I think I just pick up on like things like that. Really weird. Like when I went to Ireland for a while, most beautiful place I've been. Um, Love Ireland. People was great. Food was mediocre, but Ireland was beautiful. But everyone swore in Ireland, and for like 2 months after I went to Ireland, I could not say fuck. I said feck because that's how they say it in Ireland. I guess I just pick up stuff like that. I say, well, that's just terms. Never mind. But it's just an interesting, fun little story. So we have the battery. We're good. Let's finish pounding out these questions. I'm sorry about trying to rush them. Um, George Jones, yo Andrew, have you read Showcase Presents Martian Manhunters books? If so, would you recommend them? I have. I read them both. The Showcase Presents ones. I only recommend them on two situations. One, that Martian Manhunter is your absolute favorite comic book superhero of all time, and you want to read everything of him. Or two, you are a comic book enthusiast and you like reading comic books from all genres. The Martian Manhunter stuff from the 50s, 60s can be a tough read for comic book enthusiasts enjoy that don't enjoy the Silver Age. It's very Silver Agey. Uh, but it's fun. It is fun. I did enjoy reading them. Uh, where am I? Okay. Stunt 101 has two questions. Do you think Super Mario games like King Koopa Tries to Take Over Brooklyn would be a good idea? Um, Wait, Mario has been everywhere except home. I wouldn't want to see a realistic, gritty looking Brooklyn, but I wouldn't mind seeing Nintendo take on BK. I think it would be fun and a nice change of pace, even maybe bring back Mario's old girlfriend, Pauline, to help out. What do you think this would work out? I have thought of the idea. Wouldn't it be fun if they went back to Brooklyn? It would be kind of cool. Why not? Uh, but I think Mario has been so entrenched in the Mushroom Kingdom that it's going to be kind of hard to pull him out. Funny thing is Brooklyn's actually his second home. Mario was born in the Mushroom Kingdom, as you would know if by playing Yoshi's Island for the Super Nintendo. He was born in the Mushroom Kingdom and somehow got transported to Brooklyn. Fun fact for you. But that, I thought it would always be kind of a cool idea because you never really see him outside of Brooklyn. or outside of the Mushroom Kingdom. This is going to be Mario related post. Would you want to see a new Super Mario Bros. Cartoon? I think it's about time. We haven't seen one since Mario World. What would you like to see in the Mario cartoon if they ask for our ideas? I would like to. Yeah, you know what? That's not a bad idea. Bring back a Mario cartoon. What would I like to see in it? I don't know. Mario. To be honest, I really don't know. Mario. I would like to see Mario. Maybe some Galaxy scenes in there. A lot of his secondary characters. Wario, Luigi, Waluigi, Peach, Daisy, so on and so forth. It would be nice to see those characters in there. So those are the questions for the weeks. As always, if you have a question or comment, just post it down below and I will answer it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. That is the deal. Um, I am going to do some studying because I got a test I have to do for work uh, in a week from now. So I'm going to do studying. I'm going to do some light studying today. Today's my flex day. It's kind of considered like a half day for me. I work Saturday if I work a half day today, which is fine because Saturday is not a bad day to work. But I'm going to do some studying for a bit, refresh on things. I'm going to study like crazy over the weekend and over the next week. Um, and I'm thinking about either completing Sonic Colors or playing some Project X Zone. So we'll see what goes down. But I'm going to end this video here. This is Andrew saying peace out for now.